Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at more Wobbuffet, but we're going to be pairing it up with Suicune and Serperior. Now, there's going to be a few things I need to address here. First, I said, oh, well, I am the first one to potentially do this. I wasn't necessarily claiming it, but I was just kind of taking a guess that you're not going to really see that much, right? But JFarm is an awesome battler. He does upload on YouTube, and he also does live streams over on Twitch. He actually did it before me, so big shout out to him. I have to give credit where credit is due. This guy is awesome. Like, every time he uses something that is kind of in the realms of what I use, he gives me credit and stuff, so I really appreciate that. Highly urge you check him out. Link in the description for his YouTube as well as his Twitter. So shout out to him, as well as Scrub Lord Dustin. You're going to see them kind of doing their live streams back to back, which is nice. You know, you want an extended amount of battles, so you have another person who's going to go in and do that as well. So good stuff there. So that's the first thing. Second is this team right here. I had it in mind, but what really kind of brought about me powering up Wobbuffet was going to be a comment that somebody made a while back. I'm really sorry I didn't screenshot it. Shout out to you. If you do comment again, I'll, talk to you or reach out to you. But anyways, they said you should throw in Wobbuffet with the Suicune and Serperior, and you're going to have yourself a real stall team. And here we are with that exact team. Now, what you're going to see throughout this video is the fact that I'm going to be able to win battles because of stalling, and I should have potentially lost. You're going to see that happen a few times. You're quite amazing. Now, another thing I need to address is the fact that I said, oh, Wobbuffet can have a second charge move. It's just one. I didn't, take that to my grave or anything, but I was just like, it's just standard, in which I wouldn't be wrong. But if you do have a Shadow Purified, if you purify your Shadow, you're going to be able to have two moves, Return and then that Mirror Coat, which is going to be a big help if you go up against a Dark-type Pokemon. Because you're going to be doing super effective with Counter, and then you're going to hit them with Return, which is going to do neutral, as opposed to not very effective with the Mirror Coat. So I didn't have one anyways, and yes, if I do find a good Shadow, I will purify it and do that secondary move. Yes, I will commit to it. That is how much I am impressed by what I've experienced with Wobbuffet. If it was complete garbage, and it was just a joke, and I was like, yeah, we won a few battles because we were really lucky, then I wouldn't bother. But it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty fun. And I have a smile on my face every time I'm using it, even if I'm losing. It's just like, what's going on here? I just wish I could see the reaction of my opponent. So I just wanted to address those things before we get into the commentary here, so you guys are informed and well aware of what's going on here, where credit is due for the first person who did it, and also giving you some more information regarding you can have a secondary move on this thing, not just a Mirror Coat. So there you go. And now let's take a look. I'm a little bit lost as to where we are in these battles here, but man, this team is very tanky. So you have the Suicune that can debuff, and another thing we need to address is the fact that you can only apparently debuff a Pokemon 4 times. That's by 4 stages. So if I hit it with the Serperior twice, that's going to be debuffed 4 times. After that, the debuff doesn't happen anymore. Like, it'll say it, but it won't actually take the opponent's attack down any further. So if you're using Suicune and you debuff them 4 times with the Bubble Beam, you don't need to do it anymore. Unless you're trying to bait or something, you're good to go. So we established that now. All right, we're good to go. We're moving forward. You guys are teaching me. We're learning as we're going here. You would have thought I would have known those things. Me too. I feel like a real noob over here, but hey, it is what it is, and it's okay. You understand it, you absorb the information, you don't just shun people out. Like, at first somebody made a comment like, I use my 100% best buddy 2 moved in lower levels, and I was like, it can't have 2 moves. Buh. Like, oh my gosh, so bad. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, I need to do my homework, right? Okay, with all that said, now we can focus on these battles. So this reminds me of Forest Cup, if you guys were around for that, for the Silph Cups. Don't participate in those anymore, no thanks. So we're going to be lowering the attack on the Umbreon here, doing this again, and what we're going to do is go in here with our Wobbuffet. Yeah, the Umbreon's going to be super effective, but they're not going to be doing that much damage. And what we're going to be able to do is just counter down maybe, and just build up some energy. Not that having a bunch of energy on a Wobbuffet is going to be super helpful, but you never know. It could come in handy. They're swapping immediately, though, into their Galarian Stunfisk. So we've seen this in the last video. Let's see what happens for this one. Going for the Earthquake, okay. And what we're going to do is just get off these Mirror Coats. Why not? Let's just do a little... Hey, get it? Why not? Let's get Alright, so Serperior's coming in here. We're going to try to debuff them. Let's get it. Come on. And we get it the first try. That is just beautiful. Let's go. I enjoy Serperior so much, guys. You have no idea. This thing is so fun as well. Suicune is too. This whole team is just fun to use. Alright, so building up a lot of energy because we know they can't KO us here, and we want to have some sort of energy built up for the Pokemon in the back. So they're going in with a Machamp. Now, I could have gone with Aerial Ace and that maybe, I wouldn't say KO'd, but really low. We lowered the attack and we swap into Wobbuffet, and let's go. They're still holding on to 2 shields. We're going to let this go through Rock Slide. Not very much damage. In comes the Umbreon, and remember, the attack has been back to normal. And I saw a comment like, does the attack stay when you retreat your Pokemon, or does the debuff on the attack stay when you retreat, or defense, whatever? No, they all go away when you do bring your Pokemon back, and we won that by time stall. Let's get it. All right, into the next match. All right, now this is going to be a pretty bad lead. Like Galvantula, we don't see. I was thinking about switching. I could have maybe hit that Bubble Beam, so we could have lowered the attack and not shielded there. So they're going for lunge. All right, so lower the attack. We're going to go ahead and go Ice Beam this time around. And since we did have their attack lowered, it's just obviously not going to do as much as usual. And they're just over there farming. They're having a good old time. They're like, come on, let's go. I'm doing so much damage with these quick moves here. They're taking us out. It is at a 1-to-1 shield situation. Now I'm in a bit of a situation here because Wobbuffet does take super effective damage from bug moves, because we have the lunge here. So, I mean, you know, that hurt, but not that bad. Just goes to show how strong Galvantula's attack is, like just how nice it is. It did so much even with that kind of not so great attack onto a tanky Wobbuffet. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in the Galarian Stunfisk here, and we're just going to do that counter thing. And as soon as they get off the energy, I kind of wanted to swap, but I didn't really want to hit this here. So at this point, I'm like, all right, let's go. Now we're going to go ahead and swap into our Serperior, get this Leaf Tornado off before they get off a charge move, and hope we can lower that attack again without having to use a shield here. But unfortunately, we did not lower that attack. All right, so we're just going to carry on here. We haven't lost hope yet. We still need to see what is in the back here. All right, and a Rock Slide. So we haven't lowered the attack. We can tank those fairly well. The Earthquake is not going to be very effective, so they're just going to be better off going for those. All right, so we finally lower the attack once we're in the red, unfortunately. So that's really not going to do us any good. I mean, if we can lower it again... Okay, no. All right, if we would have been able to lower it again, we would have been able to survive this. I think we might have survived that, but we want to hold on to our health. They have an Azumarill in the back, and we're just going to, you know, make them work for this win here, all right? And they're probably laughing like, Wobbuffet, come on. All right, so we swap here. We were trying to catch a charge move, but unfortunately we failed at doing so. So they're going to go ahead and hit us with a Play Rough. That's actually a good sign, I guess. I mean, we're not going to win this, obviously, but hey, still a bit of glimpse here. Can we do it? I mean, the time's almost up, so we're just stalling like crazy over here. And then they take us out with 1 second on the clock. Nice. All right. So, shoot, we're able to get 3 wins here. All right, I think that's not the best we're going to do. I think we're actually going to be able to go 4-1 with this team, as a matter of fact. All right, so fantastic. Let's see what we have for the next set here, folks. If you do enjoy these videos, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you don't miss anything, because I do upload every single day. And usually 2 times as well, depending on your time zone. So we're met up with a Swampert here. This is absolutely perfect. So we did lower the attack. We don't have to worry about anything. They're going for a Hydro Cannon, perfectly fine. I don't know if that was a bait or that they're just trying to go for the Hydro Cannons, but nonetheless, all I'm thinking about is I lowered the attack twice. Even if they hit me with a Sludge Wave or Earthquake, we're still going to be perfectly fine. There goes that Sludge Wave there. Fantastic. And I think we're going to go ahead and go Ice Beam here. This is another Bubble Beam. You don't need to shield this up. No problem, Swampert. Save those shields. We get that through. Beautiful. And they're going to be bringing in Cherim. So what we're going to do is go ahead and lower the attack. Unfortunately, by doing this right before we do go down, they're going to be able to farm us a little bit more because we did lower their attack, so they're going to be able to get in a few more quick moves. But their attack is lowered, so we're going to go ahead and go in here with Wobbuffet, and let's see how well this thing can tank a Solar Beam. So they're going to be going for that Weather Ball first, not doing very much damage. Now I was suspecting them gonna hit me with that Solar Beam right here. And there it is. Doing a lot of damage. I mean, Solar Beam is one of the strongest moves that you can actually use And for the fact that we're just able to tank it like that is pretty amazing. Yes, the attack has been dropped. In comes the Galarian Stunfisk swap, and we're going to go ahead and go into our Serperior here, still holding on to 2 shields. And we're going to go ahead and let this first Rock Slide go through because, as you can see, we can tank that fairly easy, no problem. But after these, we're going to go ahead and shield if we're not able to lower the attack. So if they're able to get to another Rock Slide first or not, we're going to go ahead and go for this. If we lower the attack, we're not going to shield. All right, perfect. I'm pretty sure we don't shield. All right, yeah, we're going to keep those shields for now. We don't need to worry about that. The quick moves aren't doing anything, so we can kind of play off this. I do believe I shield this one up here. No, we're letting it go through. We're really holding our ground here with the Serperior, knowing what we can handle. I like it. Going for the Leaf Tornado. We should be able to farm down, lowering the attack again. Beautiful. And in comes the Cherrim here. We're going to go ahead and shield this up and just go for a Leaf Tornado because at this point it's not very effective, but it's still going to be doing enough to get it out of here. So they're going to be using their shield, of course. We're going to be swapping into Wobbuffet and going for the mirror shot. Let's go, Wobbuffet coming in clutch. Wobbuffet, let's get it. All right. I love this thing. It's so fun. So now I really do need to get a Shadow and then Purified if I get good IVs. See, that's the whole thing. Met with another horrible lead, by the way. So, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. The Shadow Wobbuffet. I mean, I've had them, but they're horrible IVs, and that's why I don't have them right now. So I have to get out there and find it, and that's the whole thing. It's hard to do that. Because if you're going to be powering one of these things up with a CP around 1,000, you need the best that you can get. Otherwise, I mean, you could go in with not the 100% IV or 98 or 96. I mean, even like an 80 something, I suppose, would work, right? But you want to get the most out of your Stardust when you're investing in something goofy like this. So we'll see what we can do. Anyways, up against the Galvantula here. Wobbuffet holding its own for now. Hitting it with Mirror Coat. Can we counter down? Yes, we can. We're still holding on to 2 shields. Let's go. This thing is just amazing when it comes down to just being able to hold its own. But the Suicune pretty much took all that damage. All right, now I'm kind of just getting tuned into what actually happened. All right, so we're lowering the attack on the Deoxys there. And this is fine. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. And we're going to go in here. How are we going to play this? Serperior? So, okay, all right, so we have hope. All right, we have hope. All right, Deoxys more than likely has what? Rock Slide Psycho Boost or Rock Slide Thunderbolt. So their best bet's going to be Rock Slide. That's not going to really do much. So both of these Pokemon are forced to do Rock Slide on my Serperior here. Beautiful. So all we're going to do is just keep going Leaf Tornado, lower this attack, and even if we get the attack debuff twice in a row, we're still going to go for that, obviously, because we're definitely not going for no Aerial Ace. I mean, what's the point, right? So just going to continue on here. And they swap into Deoxys. Beautiful. So we're still holding on to the shield. Going for one of these. Can we lower the attack, please? All right, that's perfect. So we're shielding this up because now we're just going to be taking reduced damage from the counters, which is perfect. So we want to swap into our Wobbuffet. We want them to use their energy. Please use your energy. If they counter us down, we're in trouble. I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah, they know they... Yep. Oh, the time. Oh, okay. I remember this one. All right, so I think I was like, I realized the time and I was trying to stall. I was like, come on, let me survive. No! I don't know who would have won that, but since they have 2, they won, right? Moving it into the next battle. And one more thing I need to adjust. Let's get everything out of the way here. A couple videos back, I said I won and there was like an Umbreon left. Come on. That was clearly a mistake. I wasn't trying to say I won a battle I didn't win, because if that was the case, why would I even put it in there? Why would I lie? Like, just put it out there and say, I won, but it really lost. Clearly a mistake. Like I stated in that video, I think I said I was pretty tired, so please forgive me for any mistakes. Remember, you guys, you're watching PokeAK's channel. If there's not a mistake in a video, I mean, come on now. We're in the Twilight Zone or something, right? Anyways, we have the Serperior. I mean, that thing just went for a Focus Blast. I was like, what the heck? Okay. That works. All right, so we have a lot of energy built up here. We're just going to unload these Leaf Tornadoes onto the Altaria here to try to lower the attack because, yeah, that's what it's looking like at this time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let them farm us down. I don't want to lose that swap. So we're going to go ahead and here with Suicune, and we're just going to hit this immediately to give them the illusion that I want to get this off immediately before they're able to. Maybe it's an Ice Beam, but they are very wise and let it go through. I have to say to this trainer, that was a very nice move there. Well played by letting that go through, holding your ground. So we're going to be going for another one of these here. Can we get a shield, please? This is a nice beam. We get a shield. And now we're going to go ahead and go Ice Beam. Let's see if they want to burn both shields, or they're going to let this Altaria go down, or maybe they think it's another Bubble Beam. So we're getting that Ice Beam through. Beautiful. We have a shield, and there's a Swampert back there. Okay, this is doable. All we have to do is lower the attack, swap into our Wobbuffet, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch a little bit of fun here. So we have this Swampert, one of the most annoying Pokemon. No offense to the trainers that use it. That's just because of, you know, the spamability with it, right? Let's see what it can do. We already know this thing can take out a lot of things, even if it's not very effective with that spammy Hydro Cannon. But let's see what it can do to this. Its attack has been lowered, granted, right? We know. But let's see. So we're just countering this thing, right? We're just countering it. And even the Mirror Coat's actually doing good damage to it. I mean, it's not the best, but it's something. So going for another one here. They hit us with a Sludge Wave, doing a little bit more damage than the Hydro Cannon. They're shielding that up, using their last shield. And what are we going to... I think we shield this up as well. We know they're going to hit us back to back here, but we still have the Suicune that can go in here and finish it off with quick moves. So this is fine. We're not able to get to that Mirror Coat. But they have expended all their energy here, going in with the Suicune and taking the win with the quick moves. Let's go. Alright, so we're off into the next battle, and we're met with a Drifblim. So this is interesting here. I think we're just going to go straight Ice Beam here. Alright, they're able to get to a charge move, expecting a... This is going to be Shadow Ball, alright? So, you know, it hurts. Bringing us well into the yellow. We're going to go ahead and go Ice Beam. They let it go through, maybe expecting a Bubble Beam. And we're just going to go ahead and go with the Bubble Beam at this point. The quick moves are doing super effective damage. We didn't need to hit all those bubbles. I was just messing around. All right, so we're looking great. I'm not going to say we won, but this is looking really good. Because what we're going to do is just simply lower the attack. Almost got to the other one. And going with Serperior. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they can't do anything with that. Lowered attack, plus everything they throw is not very effective. Getting ready for the swap. It is going to be a Scrafty. Now, this right here is a battle I sure was looking forward to. And now let's see what we can see, right? So that makes sense. All right, a little excited. So we're going to be going for the Mirror Coat. Not very effective, but I saw on the Sims that we do win this here. We are going to have to shield up at some point. I don't know if we do. They're going for a Power Punch. We let it go through. We're going to be getting another Mirror Shot here. Now this would have been beautiful to have return, right? We're bringing it down. Look at this Scrafty. We're just tearing into it with this Wobbuffet here. Now, I think we're, letting this go. Wow, we let it go through again. They really want to burn those shields. All right, so at this point, it did its job. We don't need to shield it up. It is a Power Up Punch again, though. Oh, my gosh. All right, so they're going into the Lantern. They really wanted to get those shields, and we have control of this battle here. My hat's off to this trainer as well, because they stood in this fight, I think, and just battled it out until the end, which I love that. That's awesome. Even though it's clearly, you know, a horrible situation, let's just say that, but they still stuck it out. Even using their shields, like, you know, you want this win, will come and get me. All right, I like that fighting spirit. All right, so I think we're gonna... I wasn't trying to flex with the no shield or anything. I was just like kind of seeing what I can get away with. But that right there, it was time to shield. So anyway, into the next battle. We're met with a Shadow Abomasnow. All right, so this is not great. So what I'm thinking is just lower the attack as many times as I can, and just go in with the Wobbuffet and counter down, right? And maybe get off a Mirror Shot or something like that. So they're going to be hitting me with a Weather Ball, maybe trying to get my shield. We're going to go ahead and go Ice Beam. Please, let me get this through. And we do. All right, well, that's even better. Now Wobbuffet surely can counter down, no problem. And we're not shielding not one thing with the Suicune because it did its job perfect. Now we're going in with the Wobbuffet, building up our energy, getting ready for the next Pokemon. All right, hitting us with a Weather Ball. And, you know, not doing very much to Wobbuffet. They have a regular Stunfisk. Now I was like, And we can swap into Serperior, you know, that's going to absolutely wall it, but what do they have in the back? Do I really want to make that swap? Is this that bad of a matchup for me? So I'm thinking, let's just wait. I don't necessarily need to wait for them to get their energy off because we resist it, but it's probably better for the Wobbuffet to absorb it. So we're going to go ahead and make our swap at this time, and we're just going to let everything go through. If we lower the attack, then beautiful. And since they're not swapping, I'm thinking, well, one, maybe they have something in the back and they're just like playing with their food and they're like just gonna wait, until their Stunfisk is out, and they're just going to go in and sweep me, or there's something back there weak to my Serperior. So let's see what it is going to be. And it is going to be an Azumarill. Oh, and they back out. They knew. They're like, nah, you got me. And good game. Alrighty. So we're able to pull off 4 wins there, folks. Let's go. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you the news. Thanks for watching and take care.